What's up, everybody? Welcome to Discuss Impact. I am here this week with guest host Gary, who has his own YouTube channel, does some horror stuff. What's up, Gary?
What's up, Jay?
So we're here to talk some Impact's Rebellion. Gary is a big fan, like myself, both New Yorkers. And yeah, we're gonna. Well, how do you want to start it? I talk too much.
Uh, I ain't kidding you. I had so much on my mind this week. I'd be better if you started because
All
I
right,
the
so
pay-per-view was really like full of so many memories for me that I'm just racking my brain thinking of anything.
yeah, I want to start with the biggest, but I have a note here on attendance that you wanted to mention after. But let me just start off with Josh and Moose because I'm sure that's what a lot of people want to hear about and talk about. And I see fans complain all the time about lack of long-term storytelling, and rightfully so in pro wrestling. But I mean, this was like that at its finest. I don't know how long it's been exactly. Do you? What, a year? It's been over a year. Josh
Since
and Moose.
since Josh, they mentioned on the pay-per-view, dates back to wasn't it Bound for Glory when Moose had cashed in his Money in the Bank, so that was like fall of last year.
Okay, so not a year, half a year.
Yeah, but
Good enough.
a decent enough reign, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Thought it was a really badass reign. I loved this whole story. I mean, his whole reign was kind of about Josh, which was I thought it was really badass. Like a lot of people saw, like were complaining, like Josh was getting buried, like after that Moose thing. But like now he ends up winning in like an amazing match. It was like it was set up I thought the last one was set up perfectly. You know what I mean? Like when he cashed in,
Yeah.
but it was like a perfect moment.
Oh
Screw the good
yeah.
guy,
It
screw
felt
the good
very
guy. Yeah.
yeah, it felt very early WWE, like with the Money in the Bank kind of, like where you were actually intrigued, and
Mm.
then like over time with WWE, it kind of got to be an afterthought for me. Like at least Impact captures that, that genuine sense of, I really want to get I want to get that title. You kind of feel like with that wrestler when they cash it in.
Oh yeah, especially with Josh. Josh is just so goddamn legit, and I've been following him. Kind of following him since Destiny. I remember seeing one match against Sammy, I think it was, and it was just like so ridiculous. I think he got signed after that match. It might not have been Sammy, but whatever. It was an incredible Destiny match. It's on Impact Plus somewhere, I'm sure. And yeah, it's just been awesome watching this whole thing with Josh, and like he's like the guy now. He's the face of Impact, and I think it's good. Canadian, they're a Canadian company.
Right.
Um,
He's a work rate wrestler, no doubt.
oh, he can wrestle with anybody. I mean, great champion. Not that Moose wasn't. Moose wasn't. I mean, it was. I feel like it was like the perfect bad guy, good guy situation, and they
Oh
did
yeah,
it perfect. Like they did it for so long. I actually thought it was longer than that, but whatever. I mean, Moose has been an amazing heel. I mean, the stuff with Eddie and all that. Moose has been killing. I thought he was overrated, like when he came in, and he's probably definitely underrated at this point.
yeah. Because back in the day when he was in ROH, I could tell you right now, I was not a fan. I just thought he was another ex football player that was going to make a shining moment. And every time I watched a match in ROH, I wasn't underwhelmed, but I just felt like early on there was some clumsiness, and you could kind of tell he was an ex football player because some of the maneuvers he was doing. But then I've always liked a standing drop kick into the corner turnbuckle. I've always liked that.
Yeah,
But
I remember when he came in. I heard a lot of it. Like I heard basically just what you said about Ring of Honor. Like he's just a basic, boring kind of football player type. And I mean, if you look at his body, like Jesus, this guy has put in so much work. And I'm sure
yeah,
in the
he
ring,
dropped what they say,
yeah,
like 60 pounds because he's like down to like 230 or something
and
like that.
I gotta know those muscle things, but he's like pure muscle basically. Like now it's just insane. But I mean, he's become such a sick wrestler too, and I would have never seen that coming. Like you said, like I thought he was just a dude who had a badass drop kick.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, he's got it all now. And I mean, like I've seen him do moonsaults and all kinds of other different maneuvers that he never tried to do in Ring of Honor. Like you could tell he's honed his craft in
He
this
nails.
wrestling ring.
He hits that Spanish fly really nicely. Never thought I would see him do a thing like that. But all right, moving on. So that was awesome. Everybody loves it. I'm sorry, I have a note here. Even Brian Alvarez said, well, I don't want to mess up his quote. Let me make sure I find the actual one here, because Brian Alvarez said Josh Alexander versus Moose was awesome. And here's another cool account, the Toru Yanu fan account, which has a crazy amount of followers. He says, if you value my wrestling takes, 1%, I promise you Rebellion was really good. So, seemed like everyone really enjoyed it. I mean, I saw some Impact fans didn't totally love it, but...
Yeah, I seen that on YouTube. It was Shooting Up North. I think somebody in the comments, because I left a comment on Lewis's channel. I don't know if I'm supposed to drop his channel name on this, but...
Oh, yeah, you can drop any names here.
Okay, but
no rules.
Somebody in the comments basically said it was a decent pay-per-view, and I'm like, if that was decent, I don't know what you think is really good or solid. I don't
mean to. I don't mean to call out other podcasters like in a mean way, but and I'm not going to. But I saw the Bodega guy wasn't like a big fan of the pay-per-view, and I mean, I think it's cool. And I wish there was like a place where, I don't know, Impact fans could go. Well, I guess just Twitter. You know what I mean? Where we can nicely kind of argue about things like that. But and I feel like wrestling fans are just so either oh, fuck you don't like it, you're a piece of shit,
Yeah.
but I'm not. But again, I watch the show and I don't know. I feel like I'm not a huge crazy Impact mark anymore, where I can kind of see things more realistic than I used to. And I just thought this was really an incredible show.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, I think what hurt the quality of the pay-per-view for some people, I think they set the bar too high. Every pay-per-view, I think they think we're going to get 5 new signings, and they're going to all show up.
I mean, yeah, it's really to me. Yeah, to me, I was really thing that was missing was a huge surprise, I guess. But I mean, the pre-show match with Bay, I thought was awesome, and Eddie.
Oh yeah, that crowd was really hot for that one. I think the only letdown was the second match. I kind of felt like that was just filler.
Mm.
The pre-show match with Madison.
I haven't been a fan of that feud. I think they just... Well, yeah. I mean, I guess the point of them being similar is, a thing, but I just think they're too similar of groups, and it's... I don't know. It makes the inspiration stand out less, I think. And I really like...
They've lost a lot of momentum since they have the titles.
They came in super hot, in pun intended also. But yeah, I really like the inspiration, and but whatever, no big deal. They can't be champs forever, so, and maybe get some more women's tag teams in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe stick Masha with someone. I don't know. Not sure who's around right now, not doing anything, but after mentioning that, no, sorry, let me jump around. After mentioning that, hang on, what the hell was I going to say? Masha. Damn it. Okay, you had a tag match with I love this, with Jordan and Morrissey.
Oh, okay, yep.
Totally, I didn't see that coming. That wasn't announced, right?
No, she said something at the top of the ramp. I think she said, I got a partner. Or was that in this past week? No, I think that was at the pay-per-view. I get the two mixed up because I watched them bang and bang, one night and then the next night, because I wanted to be all caught up by the weekend.
That's another match I saw some people didn't really, totally enjoy, and I guess I get it. So many tag teams come in and out, and it's one of those weird matches to book and whatever else. But I thought the Jordan, what's his name, part was fun. I love seeing Jordan wrestle guys. And I'm not a big intergender fan, but she's so believable to me.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen her on the indies and stuff, and I mean, she destroyed some of those guys. She had some really good matches with John Schuyler and stuff too.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, she's a legit champion weightlifter.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
everything about her is legit.
Yeah, she's definitely really almost could wrestle in any division, any of them. Really,
exactly. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and she does. She was just the DMC champ, and she's in a tag match. She's obviously a knockout. Yeah, she can go just about anywhere. She was also the friggin' Knockouts Tag Champ. Jesus. Okay, bouncing around. Here's another one I really loved. Jonah versus Ishii. And I liked how it was, came right after the awesome X Division match, which we need to talk about, but I like how it was like a big monster match and kind of totally different than everything else on the card.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen some comments about that. Well, at least one that stood out in my mind was I don't know, I guess Ishii tends to be a jobber in New Japan. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't watch that product, but I've been told he loses quite often, and people thought it was kind of a slam on Impact because you're having Jonah get pinned, and he's supposed to be this, taking all these wrestlers to the morgue, and you can't have that if he's getting beat by probably not somebody that's on his level in terms of the monster size wrestler.
Yeah, I thought he was a bigger deal in New Japan, but I guess not anymore. I know he's not.
I don't know. I just go by what I can't remember his name is. I think he's on. I ain't gonna say the website because there's some history between way back when I used to look at TNA Mecca and I don't know, a whole slew of different places. It was like there was always a rivalry with the one place, a rivalry with the other. I don't really want to give any shine on any of that, but
yeah, I looked. That's one thing I should have did differently, but you live and learn.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting with everyone, should have tried to just bring fans together, but I don't know. A lot of people like drama when they pretend to like positivity, so that's hard.
But that was a nice back and forth match. Very hard hitting. I don't really know a lot about Ishii or Ishii. I don't know how you pronounce it. I know Eddie Edwards pronounced it Ishii. That's what.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what he said, and I just was confused if it's Ishii or Ishii. That's
yeah. I'm sure Eddie knows more than us, so or at least
yeah. And with him working in Noah and probably wrestling New Japan a time or two.
Yeah. So that X Division match, holy shit, this was. I have 3 favorite matches that are basically a tie. I couldn't choose between. This was one of them. I mean, I just love when the X Division is going crazy like this, and I would say these are 3 of the best X Division style wrestlers in the world. I would throw Chris Bay in there, but he wasn't in this match.
Oh, okay, yep. Yeah, I was really surprised with the outcome of this one. Because I thought with can't think of his name right now.
Speedball?
No, Ace Austin. I thought he had lost a lot of momentum coming into this show.
I would have bet money on Speedball.
Yeah, so would I, because he, like everywhere he goes, like he's over. Like, I mean, he gets over even more than say somebody that's more of a seasoned veteran. He's been getting the crowd reaction, and let's face it, he's exciting to watch. Whatever every move he makes. I'm really impressed with that double knees thing that he does, that flip, and then lands on the guy's back in the corner for the pinfall.
I didn't see much of him before he came to Impact, so it was like, holy shit. Once I started watching him, it was like he does moves I've never seen before.
I know. He could tell he almost like he went to the New Japan dojo, and that's where he learned everything from. That's just from what I've been told. His move sets are very similar to the style in New Japan.
To me, that's a big thing. Just like different move sets. I feel like people don't enough wrestlers, don't do shit like that. But this guy has a bunch of cool moves and he totally stands out, and that's like one of the major reasons.
Yeah, I've been putting him over big time on Twitter. I don't know if you've noticed that because I follow you and you follow me. I've said a lot of good things about him, and he seems to, respond well with the crowd too, the fan on social media. So, I mean, that's big too, I think, because I feel like some wrestlers don't really do that like they should.
Yeah.
No,
they definitely don't. Sorry, I'm not sure if we mentioned, but Gresham was pulled from the match because of Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I heard different people trying to defend it, saying he was concussed when it was clearly he was cleared by a medical doctor because he fought some show the night before.
Yeah, they pulled guys. They pulled more people from. I forget the name of the show. PWG show, I believe. So
Yeah,
like it wasn't just a one time thing. It was obviously
yeah. I
him
guess it
doing
was a
whatever.
slew of guys, wasn't it?
It was what?
It was like a slew of guys. It was like a set
Yeah,
of
yeah.
guys. It wasn't like
Yeah,
one or two. It was like
it was a
half.
bunch, and then there was like one guy they let stay on a card. I forget who it was, but I don't know. Pretty weird, and whatever. It is what it is. And Chris Bay is definitely no slouch, and I didn't complain at all.
No, I didn't. Other than I would have just liked to have seen Grisham because they always put him in that pure category. I would like because Eddie can be as pure as the next guy.
Oh yeah.
I just would have liked to seen that because the show leading into the pay-per-view, they kind of had this rivalry between Eddie and Grisham, and now I don't think we're going to get to see the conclusion. Is the only thing. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. Other than that, you're going to get a better match with Chris Bay. He's more high flying. He's over with a crowd. I don't really think nothing against Jonathan Grisham. Don't really, unless you're a hardcore ROH person, the average fan probably doesn't really know who he is. You know what I mean? Like versus like Eddie Edwards and.
Yeah, and I just see, and Bay is more, like more of an impact guy.
Yeah.
Gresham has all of his own. I think, he has his own promotion going, and who knows whatever else. But Impact has Bay, so why not push the guy that you have and whatever. I hate seeing Bay lose, especially when he's with the Bullet Club right now and all that. But Eddie couldn't lose that match after just being in the Honor No More. He's the leader and all. I'm curious to see what
Yeah, it
happens.
kind of would make the faction look weak, you mean?
Yeah. I'm curious what happens next with Honor No More. Maybe Bullet Club? I don't know. But before that, about Macklin versus Saban versus Jay White. This was one of my other favorite matches. Macklin, Jesus, this guy. I remember when he came in, I was like, ugh. He was like, I don't know. I didn't know. I saw him in WWE. He didn't seem like anything special. He didn't look too special.
Oh, he wrestled. He wrestled in WWE. I didn't know that.
I believe so. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Steve. He was Steve something else, but okay. I forget.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna take your word for it because I hadn't seen him even before that. I thought he might have been like somebody out of OV Dub or something that Scott D'Amore made a call to what's his name? Guy in charge of OVW.
Snow.
Yeah, Al Snow. Yeah, that's what I thought maybe happened there because I know they have kind of a bit of a working relationship with them. But
yeah, I don't know what the hell Macklin. Yeah, he's so well. Whatever. The point is, Macklin has been shockingly good. I mean, he's like in the ring. This match was. My first thought was, okay, Macklin doesn't fit with Saban and Jay White, but Jesus, he did. Like they really, and I thought the same thing with the last match he was in. I forget which one it was, but it was at the last pay-per-view, and I was like, Macklin doesn't fit. You know what I mean? Like I just kept thinking that, but like he totally does. This guy fits pretty much everywhere.
Well, what I think's amazing about not just the matchup, but amazing is Super Chris Saban. That's what he goes by on Twitter. What I think's so amazing about this man is he's tore ACLs. Guys like that aren't supposed to move like that no more. And I mean, he's just proved that, he's a tough guy. And I don't know how he got through his the operations and he can still move at his age because he's got to be pushing 40. And
yeah, that's insane.
That's amazing how he makes it look so easy in the ring.
Yeah, one of the most underrated probably out there. I think like you said about Impact pay-per-views, like he's one of those guys where you see the name Saban and you expect great, so he probably doesn't get as much as he deserves because people are expecting it.
Yeah,
Saban, he's fantastic.
Yeah, just some of the fans out there, like some of them don't even give them any respect. I like sit there and I've watched the crowd, and it's like, this is Chris freaking Saban.
Yeah,
This dude was a pioneer of the X division.
yeah. I mean,
You should be like cheering this guy. Like I know it's against like sometimes against Bullet Club, and that's their thing, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. I just wish he had more respect from some of the fans than he
yeah,
does. I don't. I
yeah. I'm
just
with you.
feel like it's
Yeah, I'm
could
with you. Respect Saban, or you're an idiot. Sorry, that's just a fact.
feel the same way about Alex Shelley too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Both of them awesome. I'd like to see him back again. I'm not sure what his deal is, where he's just popping in every now and then, having some matches, but that's good enough. All right, let's go to the women's matches, which I think the only ones we missed here was Deonna versus Taya Valkyrie, the returning. And yeah, I thought this was good, but not awesome, and I always expect awesome from Deonna.
Yeah, yeah. I thought this was a weak point of the pay per view too. Um, just because like I don't know, it just felt like there was like not very good chemistry between the two. I don't know
Yeah,
how you felt about it. That's just kind of the way I think that there was something off. Somebody said Talia or Taya, I mean Taya when she's in WWE basically sat the bench the entire time she was there. That's what I was told. I don't know if that's true or not, but I guess she basically hardly ever got to wrestle there. She might
yeah.
have
No,
ring
I know
rust,
she had
you
a
know.
bunch of she had a bunch of vignettes, and then like honestly, I think she might have had one match or two, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, so she's back, and yeah, it was kind of weird. I don't know. I think maybe they should have maybe built into it more, but maybe it had something to do with the AAA title, which she's
oh, the Reina de Reinas
yeah, she's
title
like
or
a
whatever
Taya's
they call it.
yeah
I'm
Taya's
not real
queen.
familiar with that title. It's only relevant to me, and I'm
Yeah,
not bashing it at all in any way. It's only relevant to me is because I watch Impact. I can't honestly say I watch AAA too often, but it looks like a good show as well.
yeah, same here. I just know that Taya was like a multiple champion and had the longest reign and whatever else. So maybe they just want her back as champ. I'm not sure how that works. I don't really like uh, Deonna kind of slowly fading. I feel like.
Yeah, it kind of feels like too the interim ROH thing is kind of dragging her down
Yeah,
too.
that's kind of screwed. That's what I mean. That's well, it's not fading or will be
Yeah,
whenever that happens, which I'm afraid
it's
of.
kind of overshining her champ. Well, before the pay per view champ storyline they had going.
Yeah,
I think maybe they killed it because of the ROH thing.
yeah, it's interesting. I'm good. I guess they're just kind of killing time with her until she gets back to Tasha. And speaking of Tasha, which is the last match we didn't get to here, she defeated Rosemary, who kind of went crazy not crazy, crazy in a good way on Twitter today. And she actually mentioned, if anybody watches me, I'm not here to do 5-star matches. And I thought that was great. Like that's what she is. Like she's an awesome character. She has matches that are, good enough. And I think they'd be a lot better if she didn't have like a bad knee or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, are you talking about Tasha or are you talking about Rosemary?
Rosemary.
Okay. I didn't know she might have injured her knee. Because I know they wrestle a lot of indies too, and I didn't know if you heard something that I didn't.
Oh no, she just I don't know if it was on the last match, but she's been wearing like a big thing on her
Oh
knee for a
yeah,
while.
yeah. I've noticed that with Rosemary for like the
Yeah,
better part of a year.
yeah,
No knock on her. I love her character. I love her as an just as an overall person. She's very spirited with her role. She loves Impact. I just feel bad that she had that one injury. Was it down in Mexico? How she hurt
yeah. I
her
forget what
leg?
it was. Yeah, but whatever it was, it seems like it really screwed her up.
Yeah, because I think she's had a long road to recovery from it.
Yeah,
I think maybe would have been better to maybe not put her on the sideline, but maybe I don't know, like kind of have her like do her thing, her her evilness and stuff, and like kind of like maybe not have so many matches.
yeah. Like keep her in
Yeah, kind of like
keep
keep
her
her
in
in,
6-man tags, stuff like that.
yeah, or something like to protect her.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, Tasha gets a win over Rosemary, which kind of, solidifies her more as champ, beating a former champ. And I hope, I want to see Tasha get a nice run, and she's had a nice start to it. And that is all of my notes except for Hannafan rules.
Then I wanted to add one last thing. Can't remember her, Tasha's kind of like manager / friend. Can't remember her name.
Oh God, Savannah Evans.
Savannah Evans. She not only just celebrated a birthday, she just signed a multi-year deal with Impact Wrestling too.
Oh, that's interesting.
So she's going to be around for quite a while, at least a couple years.
She's one of them that, I'd like to see them do more with. Maybe, it's weird because she's with Tasha, but like I said, they need more tag teams, so maybe they can find someone to stick her with. Maybe like Tasha doesn't need her at some point, or I don't know.
Yeah, or she ends up like turning on her, or kind of being a kind of a part B to Havoc, kind of, or something like that, like a monster, if you will, kind of like an Awesome Kong without maybe not that ability so much, but.
I hear you. That'd be cool. Also, Impact announced Citrus Brawl today, May 13th and 14th in Kissimmee, Florida, right near Disney World. So go to Disney World, get some Impact tickets, people.
Yeah, and then for the next 2 weeks, it's coming from the Poughkeepsie Arena for the next 2 weeks. I think it is. I think they only booked a one set of taping, a one-night taping, so that's 2 weeks. So that'll take us, I guess, until Kissimmee. And then is Kissimmee kicks in, and then that's a 2-day show, right? You said?
I believe so. Yes.
Like another 4 weeks, and I believe that would pretty much take us into some. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have a calendar on me. I do write it down, but I don't remember what the pay-per-view is.
Okay, so this isn't actually a show. This is tapings called Citrus Brawl, I believe, or maybe one of the shows will be called that. I get confused with that stuff sometimes.
But, and I wonder too if there ain't a week in there, they might stick some kind of, I don't know, like not like a recap, but kind of like what they did with was it WrestleCon or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
They did a special week of the multiverse matches. I think Impact is getting really good with that too. Like creative is coming up with good ideas in case. It buys another week or whatever to get them over to a new set of taping somewhere else.
Yeah, I think it's smart. That's one of those things I see people complain about, and I just, I can't. As much as I would like to see new shows every week, like you said, you know what I mean? It saves them money. It catches up fans that don't watch the pay-per-views. Like, there's a bunch of things that it does.
Well, that multiverse matches were incredible. Top to bottom, that was a good show. I think that would be much better than, say, the annual end of the year when they, take the 2 weeks off and just, do the best of whatever year it happens to be. I'm not a big believer in that. I wouldn't mind them filming some extra content, even if it was for 1 week, and then ditching the part one and part two, or just having part one and then, doing a whatever kind of show,
Yeah, or like here's some of the best, like that multiverse, throw like a match on there, throw like a bunch of them together. I don't know, just some ideas. So I think that's about it for our first review together, and we kept it under 30 minutes.
Oh, did we? I didn't know. It says 40 on mine, but I don't know when you started recording. So
yeah, that's the call. We're at 28, so nice job.
Cool.
I think we did good. Everybody, anybody out there, subscribe. If you would like Gary back, leave it in the comments, or else this will never happen again.
Same with Jay. You can comment. Any comments on my video? If you want to get a hold of him, I can hook you up with that.
Yeah. Let us know. Give us some feedback, good or bad.
You can find us on Twitter pretty much all day with me anymore. That's about all I can do right now.
Yeah, what's your Twitter? You can throw it out there.
Oh, it's at horror1313. It's kind of deceiving because it doesn't match my channel, but I put it that way because Jason from Friday the 13th is my favorite killer. And I've always had everything 1313 with all my passwords and things like that. And I stuck
Gotcha.
horror 1313 on it because I'm a big horror movie fan. And
Gotcha, but don't be giving out passwords on
no,
podcasts.
no, I think any password I have isn't like all 13, but that's the way I started out with the internet when way back
All right.
when.
Got that, everyone? 1313. You can get right into his account. All right. All right, this was fun. Hopefully we get some comments and people enjoy it, and we'll be back.
See you later, everybody.
Peace.